What are you laughing at?
We're live.
We're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Besties. We're back on Blue Abroad. You know why?
Because we're in the finals, baby.
No, because we won a final, baby. This is insane.
Yeah. Actually can't believe it.
It's
Not going to lie.
amazing. As per usual, how has your past 7 days been? Give me the rundown. Tell me how you've been.
I don't really know because the whole week leading up to the game, I felt so nauseous and I was just trying to keep myself occupied. So I worked every single day. I did all my uni assessments. Like I just crammed so that I wouldn't think about the game. And then Friday rolled around and I felt ill, like so sick. But the win and the post game chaos and just that feeling like after that final siren and Newey's mark, amazing. Amazing. That's the only thing that stands out to me for this week is that win. And I'm hoping we can repeat it this Friday. What about you?
So we obviously drove to Melbourne on Thursday. We had some car troubles on the way and it was just a kind of drive because it's just so frustrating when that happens. And like the guy was like, if we do it now, like your car's not going to be ready tonight. And we were like, we're fine. We'll just drive. We'll drive like that. It's okay. It'll be fine. We'll fix it when we get back to Wollongong, which
It's fine. If it explodes, it explodes. It's all good.
Like if it's fine, like as long as we get to Melbourne, I don't care. But we made it and yeah, I kept saying like I could puke. I feel sick. And then we stopped by Terry's house on the way to the game and he goes, how are we all feeling? And I was like, you know what? I've been saying I feel sick all day. I don't actually feel sick. I feel soundly confident. It was like a weird, just like a, you know how I felt before like the Collingwood game and the Melbourne game. And I just was like, I have no actual feelings. This doesn't feel real. It was just kind of just like a whatever happens kind of vibe. And I was just happy to enjoy whatever was going to come out of it. And so that's pretty much it. I've been working.
Well, that's
every
what I
day
was gonna
since I've gotten
say.
back.
I was gonna say that. At the game, like once I saw you and like we were out there doing our wandering thing, like everything just escaped my brain. Like I didn't care about anything that was going on. I was literally like, okay, wandering, besties, da da da. This is what we need to do. And that was all I was focused on. And that 2 hours went like that. And
yeah,
I literally feel really good. I felt really good. I sat in my seat. I actually wasn't nervous.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We parked and we walked over to the ground. I could see the MCG and I just like, okay, we're here. This is walked in. Obviously, we're waiting for you outside for a little bit. And I just kind of, it didn't hit me. We went inside. It didn't hit me. I don't know what it is. And it just like, even the next day, I've gone to Saints Giants and I'm walking through and the finals football's up because I didn't really see any of that the day before because we pretty much went straight to our seats and whatever. And I'm walking around. I'm like, this is kind of weird. But it just feels like another game of football. To me, I honestly don't think that we're like it's a finals game. Like it's just like so bizarre. But yeah, it's amazing.
I want to turn our attention to the comments for a second. So Luca reckons he could hear me screaming. So valid. You probably could. I sit at the top, so I would have been.
I could hear her
at
from
the top.
round one to round one. Yeah.
So I was up the top on the wing, Q51, I think it was, or something like that. So, yep.
Yeah.
Could have been me. I don't know. I'm quite loud, very vocal.
She has a very distinctive voice, to say the least.
And I was yelling.
If I heard Jasmina yelling, I would know it was her instantly.
Yeah, I was yelling a lot about Caleb, so that probably would be a good indicator as well.
Someone else me. I was behind the cheer squad. I was not. I was on like the 50, right where Adam Chera kicked that goal. I think it was M11. So we were sitting there. That's where I was.
We just established it was me. Well, I hope
I
you
think so.
enjoyed the experience. I'm sorry if it wasn't enjoyable. That's literally my biggest fear, by the way, those comments. Like, oh, I think I was sitting near you. Like
Yeah,
that just gives me anxiety because
we get a
I'm
lot of
really
them.
feral.
Mm. I
Like
had
really
people that
feral.
I just like that. Oh my god, I was sitting there too. I was like, you were in my bay. That's so weird. And even just like Mackenzie,
Mackenzie's
it's
here.
so cute. Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's weird. We sat down, and this bit's like was like such a holy moly. Thing is, we get stopped outside when we're doing wandering for photos and things like that these days. But when we sat down, and me, mum, and dad are sitting there, and this girl's walked past, and she goes, "You're Blues besties, Carlton besties," and I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we're sitting next to you," and I just went.
Yeah.
Right, like guys, I'm just someone else. Like it was so cool that it was recognized like that. But I was just so happy to yeah, just
Yeah,
be there. Just to
I'm
be there.
extreme. I'm extremely feral. Like I'm very feral.
I got
And
yelled at. Did I tell you this?
what?
I got yelled at by two old ladies. Mm-hmm. Tony had a go. It was hilarious. So we're sitting here,
Why?
right? I can't
Were
control
they
my
Carlton
emotions.
supporters?
Yeah, I stand up. I get excited.
Yeah.
It's just a thing I do, right? I stand up. This lady goes, "Can you sit down?" And I'm like,
Oh, I've had that
I just
before.
turned around and I looked at her and I was like, "No." Anyway, she kept having go, "We all paid for these tickets. Like, we just want to watch the game." And everyone's looked at her like, "Are you?" She's celebrating something. There was a screen above your head. You can stand up as well. It's not a big deal. Tony's turned around and yelled at her. Other people, and then I've turned around, and the lady right behind her was a girl that had come up at Wandering, and she was like, "You go, girl. Like, you tell her." She was also behind me, and I was not. Yes, Terry, I got Karen'd.
I've
I
had
was
one of
not
those
in
too.
her way. Anyways, the lady next to her said the same thing. So you know what I did after that? I purposely stood up at every single moment just to annoy her. And
Of course
mind
you
you,
did.
at the end of the game, you know when just before Nick marked that ball and everyone rose, those
Yeah.
two ladies, nothing. Every single person was standing. And oh, the power in me not to turn around, be like, "Can you see now? You right?" Anyways, positive energy.
See,
Didn't let them ruin my day,
this
but
kind
it
of
was
stuff,
it was good.
like that kind of stuff just irks me because I'm like, we're all at the footy, like we're here to have fun, we're here to get vocal, we're here to stand up and cheer, like all of that stuff. Like it's part of going to the footy. If you want to
It's
sit
if
and
you don't
relax,
want,
then
do it at home.
stay home, sit on your couch with your blanket and like, you know,
I just like
but
she
like
was
if you're at the
annoyed that
game, I
I
feel like
stood
you
up
have
to
to.
celebrate something. She was like, "You standing up at everything." I was like, I literally said, I was like, "Babe, I've just drove all the way from Wollongong to be here right now after how many hours into this club I have put in. If you don't think I'm going to cheer and be excited at every little moment in an elimination final, which we have not experienced in 10 years, you have another thing coming for you."
Yeah, Tori, you've
Simply
got Joe's Wi-Fi today. You might want to
that.
sort
Is it
that
not
out.
good?
Nah.
That's
Yeah, it's a
fine on
bit
my end. It was
average.
stuffing up before. Okay.
Um, John M wants to know if we search for the nutters to interview or if they're just magnets to the mic.
Magnets to the mic.
Yeah, literally magnets to the mic. Can't complain though. It's actually good. I feel like
I'm
I'll
not
give you
changing
guys
my
a hot
Wi-Fi now because it will stuff up, but I'll just hope
um
for the best.
I'll give you guys a hot tip if you do see us running around with the mic. The crazier and the rowdier you get, the more likely it is that you make the minute and a half
I
video.
feel like this is the thing that a lot of people miss is that it's
Or
a
like
9.
individual player hype. Like if you've got a player and you want to like praise them, get down on your knees and like literally bow down to that man.
You're in.
Yeah, you're in.
We have usually around 19 minutes. Stella.
Stella?
I yelled at her. I was like, "Get off the Wi-Fi." We have about 19. It depends on the day, but like 19 minutes worth of content that we take. And trying to cut 19 minutes into a minute 30, 90 seconds is not an easy task. We don't mean to cut people out. It's just like, unless you're giving us something, it's really hard to be able to put everybody in. We wish we could. We wish we could sit here and maybe next year when we have a bit more time on our hands, we'll make extended cuts and
Yeah.
things like that we can put up on TikTok and stuff like that. We'll do our normal minute there and then an extended one if you want to watch. But for right now, and we just don't have the time.
No, but I think we were because I've got I keep all the footage. I've got every single clip.
Good.
And
I don't.
I do. I've got every single clip. So I
Good.
was actually gonna like suggest that in the off season we do some off cuts and like best moments and stuff like that.
There's a few I have, but I had a very bad storage for a while, so I don't have a lot left.
I've got
we might
every
even do like
single
a
video.
best of and things like that. Yeah, but there's
I got
games where it was just my phone or whatnot anyway. But
Yuck. The bad games.
why is it yuck?
No, like just the bad games. Like all the losses were like, oh, it's hard to watch some of the content.
What's wrong with the
You know what I
content?
mean? No, when we were losing, like it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, but I wasn't there. They were your games. It wasn't my games.
Sad.
Oh, Sydney wasn't the best, but everyone cleared out at Sydney.
Yeah, it was like that in Gold Coast too. I just think that's how it is interstate, unfortunately.
It's just like they don't.
The only place that didn't was Perth. There's a massive following in Perth. Huge. Huge. Do you want to talk about the game?
We can talk about the game. Should we bring
I know
in
you
someone
I know
special to talk
I
about
think
the
we
game?
should bring in someone special, but before we do that, I think you should say your piece because I know that you have something to say. So
I've lost him.
I'm handing it over to Tori. Let her say her piece.
And please don't hold this against me, but the morning that we drove to Melbourne, I was grabbing my clothes off my desk and I might have actually just dropped Harry's head. And I really don't want to blame myself for his concussion. But when it happened, I looked at Mum and was like, I dropped Harry's head yesterday morning. Anyways, I know, don't look at me like that. I feel as bad as I can be.
I'm actually blaming you. That is all your fault. Because I'm pretty sure the last time you dropped him, his leg came off and then he did his knee.
I need to like put this in like a glass, like in a box somewhere and keep him
bubble
safe.
wrap. Wrap.
Guys, it's okay. Charlie is still in one piece. All right, yeah.
It's a voodoo Harry doll.
Thanks, guys. Everyone's blaming me now. Damn it. Anyways, okay. On Harry Mackay. Now, we do not excuse the missing of goals right in front. You shouldn't be missing them. The one that hit the post, he just kicked it to the sky. There was no need to dribble it through. That's 1 point. 2, the other one, okay, whatever. Watching the replay, he played a fabulous game. I don't really care what anyone else has to say about it. He was doing enough around the ground, doing his job. Yes, he didn't kick those goals, and of course it resulted in Sydney kicking 3. Yes, but there was his rest of his game was nice. I don't want you to focus on all the negatives all the time, as I am positive. There's other things to look at, and we love H, and I see enough people get around once everyone else starts chatting crap everyone gets behind him because us as supporters know what he's capable of. It
100%.
definitely, again, the kicking is something we need to work on. In the off season, I'm hoping he goes to work and gets that sorted. But his around the ground game he was equally amount of goal assists for the game as the next player as equal. And he only played 3/4. So in saying that, to be able to give that scoreboard to somebody like someone else kicking the goal. Anyways, he's amazing. I love Harry. I'll never stop loving Harry as a player. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Let's bring in Camilla and let's talk about
I
the
will
game.
say about Harry as well. I feel like if he got that initial dribble kick, he would have kicked that next goal like
Yeah,
100%. He just got
yeah.
in his head. And I think
It's
everyone
it's such
needs
a Harry
to,
thing to do.
yeah.
I agree. I agree very much with this. We just need to be behind him.
So this whole time you knew how to use
Oh
that
yeah.
feature and you weren't.
I only just kind of figured it out. Sorry. Anyways, Camilla, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome to Live Besties, Cam.
thanks for having me.
Does it feel weird?
No, it's nice to like look at my face, so it's good.
Okay, you say that, but every Besties episode, we can all still see each other. Everyone just doesn't get to see us. I think it's more that I can't just go edit out anything I want to edit out afterwards.
Yeah, I won't say anything too controversial.
That's what you're here for.
Let's hear
Actually,
it.
I don't want to hear
Yeah.
it.
I do want to hear it.
Oh, there's not really much to be controversial
Oh,
about
thank
this
God.
week. It's yeah, I do agree with what you were saying, Tori, but I also think it wasn't good enough. But look, I agree with you. He played a good as game apart from those couple of shots, but at the end of the day, he's getting paid the big bucks. He needs to be kicking those, and I'm sure he can afford to see a good sports psych over the summer. And because I don't think it's his kicking; it's all upstairs. And the frustrating thing is because he's so good around the ground, and he's quite a good field kicker. It would just if he could finish off his work, and we know he can. Like he was able to do it a couple of years ago. I just think it's been a pretty interrupted year for him this year, and I hope we have another game where Harry Mackay gets to play in a couple of weeks.
Same.
That would be next week. Would it be next week?
Well,
maybe for the
maybe a better sports psych, Terry.
I'd also want to just point out that Harry actually studies psychology.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Interesting point.
I mean, it's easy for me to say. Like, there's 90,000 people there. It would be. I mean, I couldn't do it, but I'm not a professional athlete. In one of the
probably biggest games of your career, kind of vibe.
Yeah, but he's been doing it in all games. Like, I think it's not just finals. It's but like. We all love him. We'll get behind him. I don't like some of the bashing that's been.
If he was having
on Twitter.
a bad game around the ground, I feel like getting annoyed, getting angry about it is justified in a way. But the fact that he did so much out of the goals and
he had the most score involvements out of anyone on the night. So
equal highest,
if he doesn't play, like, he gives Doc his first goal. And he was and he was extremely important around the ground. And he's obviously a gun, but just got small things to work on. But I think he'll get it right.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I think it's like exactly what Terry said. It's like a journey. It's like a process. And it will click eventually.
I didn't see what Pommy said, but this is an interesting point. Because of how quickly he went down and how out of it he looked when he did go off. Like, this point is interesting, that if it was already something that had occurred and then went through with that.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like it looked like he didn't even really get hit in the head. It was like
So
I
that's what I
remember
mean. If he
watching the
wasn't hit in his
footage.
head before and then
Mm,
got hit slightly, he was already concussed.
yeah,
It's made it worse instantly.
yeah, nah. But anyway, I wish him the best, and yeah, this season's been like a show you don't want to end, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
confident this isn't the last episode this week, so we'll see him back next week, I reckon.
Oh, Camilla.
All right, Camilla, I've got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Marchbank.
Yep.
Thoughts and feelings.
I thought he was extremely shaky in the first 5 minutes, but after that, he was a major reason we won the game. So I will admit I was completely wrong. I remember pre-game I was thinking Marchbank, he can't be in the team. I just didn't think it made sense, but he was unreal. Like he just in some of those contested moments, and a couple of the moments where like the ball would spill out the back and it was just him and like two Sydney players, and if he stuffs it up, there's a Sydney goal, and his composure to like just breathe and grab the ball and feed it out and get us out of danger was awesome. So I think that's the Marchie that we all were used to, but he was a bit shaky when he came back. Fair enough, but he was unreal.
That is the Marchie that I have been vouching for. And I told you all he needs time. And all of you didn't want to give him time. And you, Camilla, were calling for him to not be in the team. Literally, don't even go there. Okay? He
was great.
phenomenal. Like, literally did everything he needed to do. Yeah, trust Vossi and his team selection.
Oh, I trust that
it.
man with my life.
Me too. Another one I want to touch on was Sincotta. He only had 9 touches, but his one-on-ones were amazing. He won, like, I think almost every one-on-one. Like, he just has the ability to just win the ball. It's like on a string when it's around him and he's in a contest. So hats off to my other guy. And Brody Kemp. Just seriously, it was the best day of my life. Not just because I won, but like my 3 men, like amazing. And you were calling me the problem. You're like, oh, everyone that just jumps on, they turn to shit.
No, I said that they get extremely injury prone.
Well,
but no, good on you. You had a good night. Like I'm real happy for you. I'm so happy that you're loving life. Like
I had such a good night. It was such a good night. Look at him.
No, they were all great.
Oh, and my blue abroad pin. Make sure you guys go grab one of them. They're limited. There's not many left. Anyways, go on.
So, did you have a question?
No.
I think you were just telling me about how much you
had such a good time.
No, they were good. Chincotta was good too. Like, and Brody Kemp, like, damn, he was. Like, yeah, how good was our backline? It's bloody. It's our strongest part on the ground, I reckon. They're just so.
It's the Besties backline. That is
so good.
It's the Besties backline. Amazing. So happy. Are you nervous about this week? Oh, Tori, yes.
I was gonna say Matthew Cottrell.
Oh, yeah. I wish we could get Hannah in here, but she's still at work. She would have a field day telling you all how amazing he is.
Cotters, I remember. So the first goal, right? I remember I stood up, I yelled so loudly that I thought I was going to pass out. I had to sit back down. Like it was just when he kicked that goal, it was just oh my god, unreal.
Yeah. Like the one where it was floating and everything was in slow motion. Do you know what I'm talking about? Everything was in slow motion. I'm just like watching and I'm like, where is it going? And it's just like floating. And it went through and just the roar. Oh my god, I can't.
He knows what he's doing. And how he slid on the ground, just like slides like in front of Hayward, picks it up, back on his feet like a cat. Just, snaps it in. Going.
Before we move on to next week, I also want to talk about Blake Acres because one, the best game I think I've ever seen him play. Two, that entire last quarter, he was in agonizing pain. Like you could see it in his face at every contest of how much pain he was in, but he was running on pure adrenaline at the time.
Yeah.
We don't realize how much we miss Blake when he's not there. And if I can say anything, last year's draft and trade period was our most successful since 2015. Any day of the week.
And our cheapest too. So that's, how's that from Nick Austin? That's shrewd list management. Like,
and
it just
where we
shows.
finished as well. Like you could say getting Walshy was a win, but we had to finish last to get him and whatnot. But to be where we finished and to get him for literally free, like
a pack of
he's
shit.
I think it's a future 3rd round pick, which now will be probably in the 50s or something. I think now that we're probably going to finish in the top 4. It's pretty cool. Like it just shows you don't have to go out and spend the big bucks. Like and I think that's something that we've done in the past has been attracted to the big name. But Nick Austin at the end of last year went and got what we needed, and that was wingman. And obviously Ollie wasn't in the team on Friday night, but he's played a big role this year. And
Massive.
Blake Acres, he's a big time player. Like he was probably Freo's best player in finals last year as well, and he's come across and he's played his best game for Carlton in the first final. It's awesome.
The touch on the line, both of them.
So good.
Please.
Definitely touch too. Like, shut up. Melbourne.
Yeah.
I mean, not Melbourne. Shut up, Sydney fans. Like,
shut
up, John Longmire.
Melbourne in advance.
How's the irony from John Longmire having a whinge that it's not good enough, and then that's the only reason they're in the finals? Like, get over yourself.
Exactly.
Mate.
Unreal.
Listen,
pathetic.
I've got a funny thing about Blake Acres. He kicks it out on the full once every single game.
Yep.
And I remember in the 4th quarter, I turned to my dad and I was like, he hasn't done it. Like, maybe he's not going to do it. Literally 30 seconds later, there it is.
He's going to do it. I much prefer it to be in the 1st quarter or something like that, where it doesn't matter. And when he did it, I was like, oh my God, Blake.
I was like,
Blake,
there's always one. Now.
You know what's so funny? We were watching the warm-up pre-game or after they've run out, and he's kicked it to someone who was standing on the boundary line, and it's gone out in the full, and Dad turns to me, he goes, oh, so he practices the out in the full. It's nice to know. Like, good to know that he's getting in his routine. But no, unreal.
Yeah, I love Blake because he's just those role players, they just get you going, you know. They're just so like they're not pretty, but they just do it. They just do what needs to be done.
Okay.
John's a boomer. He needs to.
I'll be honest with you. It's probably going to be Nick Newman.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We want Pitto because Pitto is probably 110 keg. Like we want to break that foot. No offense to Max Gorn.
We don't. We don't want injuries. We are
No,
not.
sorry.
No,
we're not accepting that energy. Sorry, no.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that didn't happen. Scratch that. If this was edited Besties, I would cut that.
not intentionally.
No, I know.
We don't accept that energy. We're not accepting that energy. You're freaking me out. Now I have to pray tonight. Now I have to do a whole ritual tonight because you said that. Everything.
Oh, all right. So let's go straight. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Let's go straight to next week. How are we all feeling? Are we going? That's my question for you two. Are you guys going to the game?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm
not up in the bleachers.
Now, are you in the sky?
Yeah, up on Q52 I'll be making a lot of noise. I'll be the obnoxious guy standing up, going crazy.
Where is she going?
My stage is here somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's just here. I can burn it on stream if you'd like. but it's just my
No,
shape.
that's okay. Amazing.
Sage? Oh, don't ask me where it's from because I actually don't know. But I've got everything. I'm telling you, I'm being serious about it this time.
So anyway,
Anyways.
so yeah, I'm pretty keen for Friday. I'm not nervous, and I'll tell you why I'm not nervous, because it's a free hit at the stumps. Like, think about it. All the pressure is on Melbourne. Are they going to go out in straight sets 2 years in a row? Just think about how nervous they'll be. And our blue boys, I know that they don't want this season to end, but like, we're coming, and I'm excited, and I am pretty confident that when it gets to about 11 p.m. Friday night, I'll be registering in a ballot to get grand final tickets, because we're coming. We're
Nah,
steaming.
I swear to God. If we make a grand final, I don't know how I'm going to behave.
I said it. I don't know if I did say it in an episode or it was just to YouTube prior or post an episode recording, but I had said that if we do end up making finals this year, we go all the way. I can't see our team making it and not just doing it all. Like, there's no way we go in and we lose. I just couldn't see it happening. I just feel like we spark some kind of something and just turn into a different team.
And this is the closest we've been to a premiership since 2011. We haven't been this close for 12 years. It took us this long to get back to a semi-final. 10 years. It's taken us this long to get back to a semi-final. Like, let's not waste any opportunities. Let's not do the old Essendon, it's good to make finals. We've won a final, all good, season success. Let's keep going. Like, we are good enough. We've beaten Collingwood, we've beaten Melbourne, we've beaten Port Adelaide. The only team that we haven't beaten is Brisbane, and they're going to get the smoke. They're going to get the smoke next week at the prelim. We're going to go up, and we're going to win. It's going to be sweet.
With that and the teams, I think winning 9 in a row has completely changed my mentality of what they can do, because we hadn't done it in forever ever in our lifetime. That we just won 9 in a row, lost 1. What's 4 more? You know what I mean? Against the same teams we've already just done it against. So I'm just well, not Brisbane.
Brisbane's the only one.
But
this would be good.
Every team we lost to earlier in the year when we played them second, we have won. Collingwood lost, then won. Brisbane, Melbourne lost, then won. GWS, we won, then we lost. So, it's just the balance. The balance is there, which means we need it.
I am quietly confident.
Again, hit me. I'm not going to the game this week. I won't be able to get down to Melbourne again, unfortunately. And I would like to save all my dollars and energy to go to a prelim if that is possible. In saying that, I don't
Stella!
Stella, don't tell people that. What has she done?
I love it.
This is a public place. Please.
Stella, we're in public.
This is live, Mum.
Yeah.
I walked upstairs. Goes, just in case, I already booked accommodation because I don't want to miss out. It is refundable. And I said, okay. And they're driving. They will drive up because Dad has to go for a sales trip up northern New South Wales anyway. So that is the plan. I will fly up later in the week. Again, if that is what's going to happen. Rein it back in. I will be sitting nice and pretty on my couch, ready for Friday night after uni, which is weird that I have to go to uni. If you think I am not going in a full head-to-toe Carlton gear to uni, you have another thing coming. I think I'm going to be so nervous at uni that I'm not going to be able to pay attention.
Yeah, I've taken the day off for that reason because I'm already feeling nauseous.
I wish I could. I took last week off to come to the last game, so I just
imagine that I'm not going to be in a good way. So I have taken Friday off I'm going to do a self-care day.
I'm less nervous because, like I said,
Less?
the pressure's all on them. Like, we've got nothing to lose. Like, we've got
That's
everything to lose, but we've got nothing
We
to
have
lose
nothing
at the
to
same
lose,
time.
and there's no expectation. We have no expectation on us.
Yeah,
Because you know
like
what? We've exceeded an expectation.
going
We're
into
just having fun
Friday.
now. Enjoy your time.
Going into Friday, I was nervous because the rhetoric had Carlton not have won would have been, we weren't good enough to win a final. We've done that, which is a huge monkey off the back. And now we get to go into this next final, and luckily it's in Melbourne as well. And Melbourne are probably going to be favourites. They should win, but we are fitter than them. They're going to have no Van Rooyen, no Brayshaw. Max Gawn is, like I said, carrying something. Apparently Clayton Oliver's carrying something. Obviously Jack Martin, really big out for us. Harry's a big out, but I think our team right now is stronger than what it was when we beat them several weeks ago. And I don't feel like there's going to be much pressure on us. Like, we can just go out and play free. Like, there was pressure on Friday. Obviously it's a final, there's going to be pressure, but like, the shackles will be off. We can just throw out what we've got, and I think it's good enough. And I'm actually just excited. I'm just excited to be there and witness it.
I just just want to ask the chat quickly. Can anyone give us an update on the Maynard Tribunal? Has there been any findings? And
I
also,
swear to God, if any of you in the chat tell me that he's been let off, I'm gonna lose it.
Tonight, 6 p.m. Terry will be back and taking over for a tribunal live stream. So if it's still going by then, Terry will give you the news then. But if anyone has any updates, just pop them in.
Not looking
There were some
good.
funny comments before, but yes, continue, Jasmina.
No, I was just gonna say I'm not okay with losing, but if we do lose this week or at the prelim, I can accept it, because from where we were to where we are, like, you have to appreciate that.
You do. I agree. Like, when we reflect,
but that's not accepting mediocrity either. Like, that's
not
me going,
it's not.
that's okay. Like, that's good enough.
No, accepting mediocrity is being the team in red and black and thinking just making finals is good enough. That's mediocrity. But, we have won a final, which is amazing from where we got to. But I just think we are here right now. Let's stay in the moment, like the group says. We are good enough to win this week, and we are good enough to keep going. Like, you never guaranteed anything. Who says that we're going to be in this position next year? You just don't know what's going to happen. The group's good enough. We're healthier than we've been ever in the last few years. Let's do it. Like, why not? Why not go all the way?
Jack Silvani. I'm going to cry.
Why? What's happened?
No, he's going to be playing
in a final.
I thought he'd signed a contract or something. Like, come
on. I think that's coming. That's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I reckon as soon as that team drops, it drops.
I was at the pre-game where I got my lovely roast beef roll that I didn't eat because it was dry as the Sahara Desert. Brian Cook announced that there was a contract offer on the table. You've probably seen it on Twitter already. He's not going to say that unless Sauce is definitely staying. So,
yeah.
And how good is it? Like, midway through the year, we thought Marchie gone, Fogg gone, Cunner's gone, Sauce gone, McGovern gone, TDK gone, and they're all probably going to stay. Like, how good?
All of you sitting there and telling me that I need a rebrand, and the fact that there are now rumors spilling everywhere that Caleb has been offered another contract.
They did it for you, Jazz.
For me. It was for me.
Again.
This is for Jasmina only. Seriously.
It's the Jasmina Football Club. It's Jasmina's world. We're all just living in it.
Whoever I want re-signed, they're getting a contract.
Can you just name our whole list? Thank you.
They're pretty much, I think, we just don't know about Fish, hey? Really?
I hope I think he's got a big contract offer from that little club down in Arden Street, but we'll see what happens there.
All right.
Anyways, Silvani is playing in a final. And Marchbank, I watched Marchbank in a final. Are you joking? Are you actually
Crazy.
joking?
We're not joking.
Crazy.
And I'm probably going to
All right.
watch him get a medal at the grand final. Are you actually joking? This is a joke. This whole thing's a joke.
Here at the Besties, we don't get ahead of ourselves ever.
No, you have to believe and you have to manifest it and you have to visualize it and feel it.
So fair.
Otherwise, it's not going to come true. If we all sit there and we're like, no, it's not happening, then it won't. Guess what, babe? It's not going to happen. Guess
Thank
what?
God you've seen the light.
Law of attraction. I remember sitting down with you, Tori, before we went to record after that Sydney loss. And I remember turning around to you and just going, what if we just win like the next 10 games? What if we just win?
We all had this conversation.
And we just don't lose. And we're like, I think we're going to win every single game for the rest of the season. That's literally what we said. And we were so
even
delusional.
after losing, I was like, we'll beat Essendon. We'll do that.
I did not say that.
No,
you didn't.
That was not me. Hey, but
I
you know,
I am
all
positive
sweet.
Tory. Okay. Camilla, before you go, and we missed this last week on the Besties, can you please give us your winner, your margin, and a Magic Lala prediction?
Okay, so my winner is Carlton by 17 points.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. So it's not anxiety ridden.
And Magic Lala is Charlie Curnow will have a ripper because he doesn't have 2 quiet games in a row. So I'm picking maybe five goals.
No.
And I just want to give a guarantee for the game. And my guarantee is that there will be more R&M William boots leaving the MCG than when they've got a 50% clearance sale. And they'll all be walking out at 3/4 time because they'll be depressed and sad with their cheese boards and their red wine glasses. And the MCC will probably have 10 people in it in the last quarter.
I don't want to get clipped in this, so I'm just.
I just want to say, well done, D's fans. You've taken the mantle. You've taken the mantle for the worst supporter base.
Get us out! Get us out of there, Tori!
I just was funny.
Am I wrong?
I'm not commenting.
Nah, good on them. They won a flag in 2021. I've barely showed up to the football since. Good on them.
Okay, thanks, Camilla. That's great.
Camilla said enemies. We're making enemies.
See you guys. See you Friday.
Bye.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye, Cam. Love you. He's so funny.
He's so funny for no reason.
Please don't take Cam
No,
seriously
he's
when he
literally
says
joking.
half
Yeah,
seriously.
like he's
You know
like
he
this
clearly
much
meant that, but-
serious. Anyways, what's next on the agenda, Tori?
Give us your wandering deets.
My wandering deets. Okay, so it's pretty much going to be the same as last week. No cupcakes this time, unfortunately, guys. If you missed the cupcakes, you missed the cupcakes. Tori will not be in attendance, which sucks. But I think it's back to regular programming this week.
One Wanderer pre-game, one Wanderer
Yep.
post-game. Because really, you all run to Jazz anyway, so it's all good.
Are
I
you
couldn't
talking
even
about
find it. I
post-game?
was standing up. Yeah, I was standing on the poles, like the barriers at the ticket thing, and I yelled out, "Has anyone seen a Carlton Bestie?" And this guy goes, "Yeah, I did." I'm like, and he goes, "Wait," and I was like, "Yeah, I am one. I need the other one." Just I couldn't.
'cause
I could not see you.
I need the mic.
I need the other person. I need her. And then everyone
Yeah.
else just started cheering about the Besties. And I was like, whoa. Anyways, I was up there for ages. I ended up finding you eventually. But yeah, so gate 3, pre-game, post-game, like always, unreal.
Gate 3, always gate 3. So, I am sitting in the sky, and I do
I want
have
to
to
answer this question
wander.
before you continue.
Okay. Oh, I do have to wander
Sorry,
down
continue.
from the top level. So, if you don't see me straight away, you got to give me
Bear
like
with.
5 minutes, and I will be there. Don't give up on me so quickly.
To find a Carlton bestie, simply just come see us at Wandering.
Yeah, you'll find one there.
You will find.
They're everywhere.
We can make you a Carlton bestie. They're everywhere. You know how many Carlton besties now exist because of us? Whoosh.
Yeah, we just pick them and we just go, yeah, you and you.
You two.
That's
bestie.
it.
It's matchmaking, but besties.
It is. It is. It literally is.
Okay, shall we quickly do a quick little tips for the round? There's only 2 games, and then we'll answer some questions.
Yeah, done.
Amazing. Okay.
Amazing.
Again, we always skip us, but it's not much to skip this week because there's only 2 games. Port Adelaide versus the Giants. Can you please give me your winner and a margin?
Far out.
Maybe
okay,
give me a magic lala for this one too. Last week we added the margins, but just let's do all of it. There's only 2 games.
That Cam guy was a legend. Cam commenting on himself. Yep. Anyways,
that sums up Cam perfectly.
See, this is a hard one because I always tip with my heart. I don't tip with my head.
I've been looking at it as who's a better chance of beating
Collingwood. Yeah. And on God, I actually think it's GWS. They look good. They look really good, and I'm so glad we don't play them again. Seriously, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm gonna go GWS. I think Port have a few injuries too. Or am I delusional?
They also get they do, but they're getting Charlie Dixon back. To my knowledge, I don't really pay attention to them. It's not really on my agenda.
I'm gonna go with the Giants because that song is a banger too. Like, imagine listening to that afterwards.
I am going to go with Port.
Yeah, this
one just to be. Yeah, that's amazing. Imagine that 5th versus 7th. Whoosh. Amazing. I think Giants have been very good, and I don't doubt that they can win. I think it's going to be a very close game, but just to be different from what you said, I am going to go Port, and given their home ground and crowd advantage, compared to maybe a very minimal number of Giants supporters, I would say Port, and I'm going to say by 3 points.
Oh, I didn't give you my margin.
Oh, yeah, you do that.
I think it's going to be close as well. I'm going to go 4 points. Giants by 4 points.
Yeah. And do you have a magic lala?
Joshua
Mine
Kelly
is
to kick
Toby
a
Green
goal.
kicks. Nice. I was going to say Toby Green kicks 4.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now the big one. Jasmina.
Oh, God.
For hopefully the not last time of the season, can you please give me your winner, your margin, and your magic lala prediction for Melbourne versus Carlton?
Okay. We're gonna win. I'm gonna say 13 points. Actually, 11. 11 points. Yeah, 11. I'm saying 11. 11 points. We're probably going to get another goal from Patrick.
Nice.
And I feel like there's going to be a lot of jumper pulling going on this week. A lot of it. From like...
Ooh, a little bit of biff.
Yeah.
A bit of biff. Nice.
Yeah. And also...
Just like, not anyone get suspended.
But we're gonna get some emblem grabs as well,
Please.
like post game celebrations. Probably from Moe's.
Mm.
I think Patrick is due for a blinder too because he only had 21 and a goal.
Yeah.
And I think
I'm
he
just
wants
giving
to be
leeway to
better.
his ribs. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
but I think he's gonna.
He'll be right.
Actually,
though.
no, I'm gonna go with Ches. Ches is gonna be best on ground.
Love Ches.
Ches.
Okay, my Magic Lala. Jack Silvani kicks 2.
Mm.
And
I forgot about sausage.
okay.
I like that. I'll back that.
Thank you.
Go.
I appreciate it.
that.
Are we wearing white?
No, we're not. I swear to God, I'm not doing it.
We must be. We're very clashy with Melbourne.
No, we're not. It's not even. What we have
They're
literally got
navy
white
blue and red.
shorts. We have white shorts on.
Yeah. I'm hoping they wear it for that sake and we don't wear all white. Fingers crossed, everybody.
I don't think the Clash Guernsey needs to exist in the finals. Just quietly, I think it's stupid in the finals. It's stupid in general, most of it anyway. They never put us in a clash against Collingwood, and it's way worse than Melbourne. If we're wearing white, we're losing. I'm just telling you guys right now.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. We are.
Negative Nancy, shut up. Got the club email. We are wearing all white. We wore blue last time. Interesting. Yeah, anyways, we'll see how we go. Let's just let it play out. My other Magic Lala is that
we're not wearing white.
Shh.
That's my other Lala.
You had your time.
Sorry.
My other Magic Lala is that Jacob Wiedering's going to have a quiet game because the ball isn't going to be down that end. And that means that Sam Doherty is going to have 30 disposals.
Okay. I can get around that. Yeah, I can get around that.
Thank you. Okay. Now,
actually,
we have for the last
we actually have had some big games in the white Guernsey, like the Freo one.
Didn't we wear white for Saints? This year we've won in white this year.
No, we have one in white. I just don't like it. It's not a
fine.
vibe.
It's kind of in our little up here.
Yeah, Nins.
We have some the pictures on our.
Oh yeah, there's a few there.
Anyways, we now turn to our comment section. We have 7 minutes left before Terry takes over. Make sure you go and hop on that live stream once we're done.
Are we coming back for that? Like, are we on that?
Terry, if you're here, can you let us know? Do you want us back?
If you want us in there?
We'll also join in. I won't make lasagna this time, guys. I promise.
Yeah, no lasagna for Tori.
That's not good. Anyways, questions in the chat. Not that one.
What should I say when someone asks me, but you guys haven't won a premiership since 1995? People like to bring this up a lot. Oh, but have you even seen one? Like as if I have control. Ask
them the last time Essendon won a final. There's probably an Essendon supporter saying that. So just tell them that they haven't won a final in like over 6,000 days and they'll go away.
Almost 7,000 actually.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
I don't think we'll wear white in the granny. I honestly don't think so. I think that will be actually question for everyone in the chat because I've never had to think about this because never been there. But if we get there, is it whose home game is it? Whoever finished higher on the ladder?
Higher on the ladder. Yep.
Okay. So if it was like us and Giants, it would be our home game. Or is it just neutral in general?
Oh, I think it would be our home game. Yep.
That's weird. I don't like that. It should
Because
be
really,
whoever
though,
worked harder.
if it's an interstate team,
It's not really. See, that's
no,
what I'm
that's
saying. Is it? I don't think it
no,
even
it's
is.
definitely higher on the ladder. Because it doesn't really matter in a grand final because it's just the way that it's because there's
It's
the
always
grand
there.
final stuff that it doesn't essentially matter.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Do you think Walshy will kick a goal this Friday? He is definitely due for one. I do agree.
Yeah, he is so due for one.
I think it's going to be a little Chesy vibes from Sydney game. That was nice. I'd love a Walshy just like Checkside, the Walshy special, a sick celebration.
One of these.
That's what I'm vibing with. Any other questions?
Yeah, send us questions. I don't know. I'm
going to answer. I'm going to
good.
ask and answer a question myself. Jasmina's staff. Before everybody asks for the 9th, 100th, millionth, billionth time where she gets it from, it is from the 80s. We have no idea where you get them from anymore. If you can find one, let us know because I would like one. But she doesn't. She's had it for a very long time. We don't know where they're from.
Time. I don't know where they are from because I've only got 3 of these. I had 4 and I've only got 3, and Kristen has 1 of them, and then the other ones is my mum's, and the other one belonged to my brother. So why is your hair always perfect? It's really not.
Always perfect. It's not.
It's not. Like this is not good. Like this.
Mine's only up because I haven't taken it down.
Good. This is not good.
No, it's fine. It's good now.
No. I don't like it. Like I don't know.
It's a bit more Tory curls than jazz curls.
Yeah, I actually curl with my straightener. So I don't know if many of you do that, but I curl with my straightener, but I also have a Dyson Airwrap, which is what Tori uses to curl her hair, and that's what I used to do.
I don't. I use a curly.
Oh, you're a curler.
Yeah. I only use the Airwrap when drying.
Yeah, no, I do that. This is with the Airwraps. It's a bit more chill. But no, I curl with a straightener.
This has gotten so off track.
I can do a tutorial one day if you guys want. I don't need a pashmina.
Set up a live stream.
Yeah. Terry,
I think Maynard needs to get.
Okay, I'll tell you my opinion on this situation. I can see both sides. I can understand how it's
he could.
I can understand how it is a football act. I can get that. But he did not need to jump up that high. He did not need to turn and bump. So I will be filthy.
If you're kicking a ball and you are too far away, the spoil's usually at the foot. Like you're going to spoil it if it's coming off the boot. I understand trying to jump up, but you don't need to lunge forward. If you're not jumping vertically or down, then there's probably no reason to jump directly at that. The ball's not going, and if you're too far away, then you probably just shouldn't bother because you didn't do it anyway.
Well, and this is the other thing. If you're going on... Oh, Cam, seriously. If you're going off of the actual incident itself, I think if Maynard was to get off and Jack Martin was to get 2 weeks or even a week while Maynard gets off, that is a joke, considering that Martin's player that he hit, Blakey, literally played out the entire game, and Brayshaw was stretchered off with a concussion that is now...
They went to hospital.
That is now literally going to dictate whether he can even continue his career as a footballer.
Yeah.
So,
either
they both get off, or they're both getting done, or Maynard's getting done, and Martin will get a lesser sentence, like a week.
Yeah,
I think he will get a week.
We have to wrap it up because we are done, but we will see you next week. Hopefully, back at 6 p.m. regular programming because there shouldn't be any tribunal suspensions. Amen. And we should be winning. But if not, we will see you at Wandering. We will see you next time. If you want to catch up on all previous Besties episodes, go to Besties on Spotify. Okay, we love you. Bye. Blues.
Go Blues.